community stream. Please join me to the voice chat. Everybody's welcome. And well, let's start with another day. Oh, I cannot hear you. So sorry.
Good evening.
Now I can hear you. Yep.
All right. We're gonna have a special episode today, right?
First day back in the class. Yes. Well, I hope that I will be able to put the stream in YouTube as we used to have.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. What games do we have to look forward to?
Okay, I have them ready. 1 second, I will start. Okay, where are we going to start with? Oh my god, I lost that game. No. Here it is. Okay. Just wanted to start with one of the new bots. Let me go back to the stream. Here we are. I got a little trouble and some of these games I didn't put the description. So maybe for the special part, but will be in channel in the general. But anyway, fingers crossed I'm not mixing much. Okay. Okay, more.
Looks
I
like
lost the
Catrock has
join.
this one.
Okay.
Some people joining chat as well. Hamo and Lucid. Hey.
Okay, and I think this is the last one that I have. Maybe we will have to put a couple of them back when we go to the Marine Rush part, depending on how chatty we are. But anyway, let's start. I hope that some of the Terrans that we have join us later on.
Yeah, I'm
Otherwise,
not
it's going
sure
to be
we're the
quite
best
fun.
people to talk about marine rushes.
Yeah. Anyway, if we have to trash talk about the Terran, I'm
Yeah,
100%
I
on
can
that.
do that all day.
Okay. All day long, baby. Okay, Bomb Shaker versus Chiseled. Okay, this is a new bot from Set Grill. I think it's his name. Yeah, I saw him
Yeah, he's been
yesterday
active
in
on the Discord.
Discord. Yeah, I didn't got confirmation, but looks like a Sharpie framework bot.
I
Well,
believe so. Yeah, he's been in the Sharpie channel on Discord.
mhm. And well, Bomb Shaker, I'm not sure where he is right now in the lower league, but has been for many weeks number one over there. So
Yeah, number
now,
3 now. I think I might have knocked him down with my silly
uh,
drone rush.
yeah, I think a small blight
Um,
has taken also a little down to him. But anyway, very strong bot, and well, going to his name,
oh,
cheesy
look
one,
at
yeah.
this. Look at this.
This is
Can
basically
we
bad
get
manners.
the
Jeez.
is that is that a cannon? Oh, it's I don't know. That's an interesting place for the Stargate. Do you think we can get the production tab up?
Ah, yes, sorry. Let me try. I think we can.
So usually you put that like in the third and not in the Terran main.
Yes.
The bold move. Oh, you know, it looks like you might get another void ray up actually. Yeah, there's nothing. Building a tank, I don't think that's the best answer here.
Okay, hopefully we will have the production time from now on. Otherwise, I will be joining each time, each new game. But yeah, I mean, I think the surprise
This
side of that kind of cheese is
it's not what you expect.
well, I know that he has been beating me on this one very hard. So I mean,
Uh-huh.
I was making fun of him that he only beat me 25%. After that game, I didn't beat him any other time. So
Yeah. I think the Marine made the mistake of focusing the Stargate instead of the pylon.
mhm. Yeah, I mean, once this one is very hard because once you have the shield battery on, it's basically game over. No, there's no marine or adept or Sterling that can drop a pylon if you have the battery, the
Oh,
shield
I mean,
battery.
you can kill the battery though. It's only
Takes so
or heal
long
itself.
that the void rate takes is up after that time.
Oh yeah, possibly. No, he had quite a few Marines, so they could have fought a single void ray without a battery.
Okay, fingers crossed that we have the battery. The battery, the production.
Ooh, micro machine cat truck.
Okay, we go hard on the second game. Not
Uh
sure
huh.
if I was predicting this one or just took it by mistake. Well, basically, I think they are the two contenders to get the number one, right?
Um, I mean, Ares is doing really well. Ares is actually ahead of Ketrop right now.
There are
It's
some
really
times that
tight.
I think Castro gets to 25 points, and then the micro machine goes a little up again, and then down. Yes, it's a three bot race. I mean, this is when things get very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
One or two, it's always like, well, not so nice. But when it's three on for the race, it's always very, very interesting.
A nice wall from the Reaper there.
Yeah, Ketrok never fails on doing that. I know that for his stream, that is basically what he does in every single map. Try when he
Mm.
goes TBT to basically prevent that Reaper from jumping in the base to the lack of early marines as he has. So yes, we have a Reaper Raven party over there. That
Could
is
just
not going
go
to be
up the
very
ramp though. I mean, there was nothing on the ramp. Oh, there's a bunker there. Okay, they might make some hits.
Oh, sorry.
Third from Catro.
Workers are quite favorite for Micro Machine, and not sure if
Oh,
the
it's
second,
even, right?
the natural is. Well, I was a little. I need to refresh the stream. I think I'm a little behind you.
I'm at 535.
Not sure if the is the natural of Cat Rock planetary or command center, or yeah,
I think it's
orbitals.
an orbital, actually.
Orbital, yeah.
I wasn't paying too much attention, but I think so.
Okay, 48 workers to Cat Rock.
That's an orbital. It's a fourth command center as well. He hasn't landed the 30th. Army supply is even. A Cyclone upgrade, right, for Micro Machine.
Mhm. Ton of losses for Micro Machine. 1500 versus 0.
Yeah, that's in Banshees, or
Because I haven't seen the losing so many Marines or
no, there's nothing. I think that must have been Banshee harass.
anyway. Finally, he's getting what he was looking for.
Some Dorito dust there. You don't see that a lot. This is looking hard for Catrock.
But Lucius has gone now to the side of Catrock. So, very good engagement.
Yeah, look at the armor supply here. I don't know why Micro Machine pulled back. This is a good spot there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nasty AC check. It's pulling back.
Have seen the professionals going there tons of times. I love those starport positions.
Huh?
Well, it seems that we have always said that Micro Machine don't care much about the upgrades, but now he's beating Ketrock on basically every single upgrade. He's either there.
I think they said that there was actually a bug. It was
Mm.
supposed to get upgrades, but it never did. It looks like they fixed that.
One, two, three, four, five bases if I'm able to count versus three. And about to make a
I don't
six.
know why Catrock hasn't landed. I guess doesn't land it until he needs it for SCVs, I guess.
Well, if you see the mineral income, it's very similar. So even if Micro is going for six bases, Ketrock with three, it's kind of on the same.
I
Well,
think that was
as I'm talking now,
might have been Mule's. Yeah.
as always, you know. Caster, Curse.
Caster Crest, of course. It's still pretty even. Army supplies are close. Battle
What I
cruisers
remember
coming from
a while
Micro
ago
Machine.
from Micro Machine is that he was very close to 100k APM, and
Hmm.
well, that's not like that anymore. I mean, because he's mass out, and right now it's below 50k most of the time.
They were running into this bug, right, where you have too high APM.
Yeah,
The
yeah, a
game can
couple
bug
of
out.
times, not many, but a couple of times I saw him, it bugging through that.
Let's see if Catrock can hold here. It's really hard to tell the Viking who's got the advantage
Vikings
here.
and Phoenix and Mutas is basically totally impossible to know who is winning.
No. Not for the bots, though, right? They can count. No problem. Cruiser just got out.
And God save.
Look at the army supply now. This doesn't look good for Catrock. Micro Machine is taking all the bases. It's usually Catrock that expands everywhere.
Don't know,
It's
maybe
Micro
the
Machine.
Cyclone is scaring him away. Also, when the Vikings land, they do
Uh,
extra versus mechanical and
they
not
do.
sure versus
Yeah.
buildings.
Uh,
Yeah, we always tend to say that, well, Ketrock himself is saying all the time that he doesn't care much about the minerals, everything is gas. But
hmm?
in this game, seems that his problem was
Yeah.
mineral related.
Yeah, I think this be hard to come back from.
Yeah, well, 32, 31 versus Micro Machine, I think this is done. I mean, might take, and I don't think that he will take as much time as any other bots doing it. So,
Yeah.
GG, Micro Machine. Let's go for the next one. I think the Viking battle was the problem on the, well, or the decider on that game.
It was behind on workers like the entire game as well.
Let's see who's next. Exponential
Oh, this is
meet,
one of the Marine games, maybe.
most likely. Let's see.
I don't think uh, Exponential Meat Grinder is doing anything but Marines.
I think this was taken before the marine stuff, and that's why I thought about maybe talking about the marine rushes. But this was basically the first game put on the list. I think maybe it's taken. Honestly, as I said, I didn't put descriptions on the games. So sorry about that.
Yeah, we lost the production tab again.
Fixing it. Job done.
Yep, good job.
Thank you.
It was a
It
very
was a very,
fast
very hard.
third. Oh,
You
you
know,
made it
pressing
look easy.
D, takes its
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Mechanical keyboard is also very hard to press the keys. So yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a
5
spine.
marines
It's
a
gonna
time.
help.
So let's see how it goes. I mean,
Spore, not gonna be so helpful. Lots of queens though.
I'm going to put this one for later on when we were talking for the, especially about the marine races. Yeah, I mean, have you seen it's Mr. CJ? I think it's the name of the author
Mm-hmm.
of this bot. I think he has a couple of. It's not his only one. I think that he also put another one
Yeah,
in the
he's
ladder.
got a protospot as well. It's oracles, I believe. It's a lot of queens.
Mr. CJ, Python, and yeah, he also made the self-assembling work disassembler.
Yeah, that's the one that keeps breaking the tables on the ladder. The name is too wide. But it
Oh,
looks like he's got it
in
here.
both ladders, yeah. We might have to put any kind of rule.
Yeah, there was some talk about like doing dot dot dots if the name's too long. I've actually dropped a few games against Exponential Meat Grinder.
Um, uh, I think most of my games got lost, and it was one of those points where it's like, I almost got it, I almost got it, and then you have 5 marines more. It's like, no.
Yeah, it snowballs so easily, right? Because they just keep coming in. So
Mhm,
if you don't get on top of it, then well, then you end up like this.
mhm. Okay, where is it? It's not over?
Um,
I'm
there's
not able
four
to
left, maybe.
see Queen Spot.
Oh, there's a spore.
Okay. I forgot that sports counts as buildings.
uh,
Okay, yeah. Well, it's more advanced than what I had when I joined the ladder. I remember that I kill every single building when I was on the natur on the main, or I was done.
yeah, no, I mean that's nice with the frameworks these days, especially Sharpie, right? That has a built-in tactic for dealing with Terrans that lift their buildings.
Mhm.
So for Zerg, it down a spire, builds a few mutalisks, and then runs around the map looking for the flying buildings.
Okay, another micro machine, and I think
Oh, well, -0 is nice to see.
this most likely will be that one that we have to get the rule back of. We have to have at least one game from micro machine
Yeah.
dying.
I don't know how is Micro Machine done against -0.
I think, mind me, can you please tell us, is 50-50 or is going more to one-sided?
I'm just looking at the history. It looks like it's more than 50% for -0. Yeah, those adepts are really annoying.
I have a ton of changes to do to my bot, but I mean, yeah, one of them is basically ignore the shades.
Yeah. That me too.
When the professionals say that you should have to split your army half-half, so half goes
Yeah.
with the adepts, the other half goes to the shades. Okay, I got also yes, exactly. That was also talk in the Discords. Marines go to the depot, the shades get in, and then it's not able to close the gates, and yeah, things
Sometimes
escalate very
you'll
easily.
get some work done.
Okay, I just hope that Miami don't makes a Terran Reaper bot.
Don't give him ideas.
Okay, the workers are double at this moment.
That's the scary part about -0. That it just keeps building workers. So you're like, yeah, I'm doing fine. This is okay. And then, no, it's not because it's at 80 workers and you're on 30.
Well, now what he has to do is basically prevent the Micro Machine army to get to his side of the map, so he can rebuild an army with those workers. Seems that those adepts are making the job.
Yeah.
Charge on the production tab, and also some Phoenix that may get rid of those banshees. I haven't seen Observer.
No, maybe not. That doesn't have observers yet.
Hey guys.
Hi
Oh,
Clip, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Ah,
so
very well,
good.
thank you.
Sept. That's a new
Yeah, sorry.
disease.
Any orange.
Sorry I haven't been on earlier. I just got dragged into a really long phone call, so but adepts are fun.
Mm-hmm. As long as you're Protoss.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were discussing because for some reason the Marine the Rush won the poll on who is going to be the next strategy to talk. And I don't see any Terran on the mic today, so maybe we should skip and do something Protoss versus Ther.
Yeah, that would be good.
This doesn't look good for Micro Machine, actually.
No, but like Micro Machine has to have a loss on every stream. Are we still keeping
This
that
is true,
rule?
yeah.
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 Yeah,
And then
I
we
mean
just
I
saw a game
also
against Catrock where Micro Machine
I
won.
also
So.
put again when he won because I mean poor Ralph and unusual. that it seems that we hate them, and honestly, it's that you know,
Yeah.
if you
I mean,
if you
if anyone actually watched the stream, it would be like Micro Machine never won a game, but they were still top of the leaderboard. So it's like, what is this crazy stuff?
yeah, and somehow it's always the first on the ladder.
Yeah.
What is amazing is that he's able to survive with half the workers, half the well, now more or less than the half, and then also half the army
Yeah. It's
for
like
so
half the
long.
army. He's got like a tenth of the workers at the moment, only 7
Yeah.
left. I don't think
Mhm.
he's going to be surviving for long.
Okay, what mind me is not shy is by making his bot expand. I'm counting 8, 9.
Yeah.
I think 8 bases, yeah.
Yeah, there's a 9th one just gone up.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you cannot let, uh, let it attack you and distract you. You have to
Yeah.
be on the offensive against -0.
I hope that he was thinking of if he should take his Go bot or his Python bot to the next Probots. I don't have any question which one should be
Yeah.
happening. I
Yeah.
mean, it's very hard to patch your bot in order to prevent this adept stream.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if we can get like a unit tab on there or something, but there must be literally half his or 3/4 of his army is probably adepts.
Mhm.
And this far into the game, that's pretty impressive. But I did see him just like shade backwards there, right out of the way of the actual base.
Well, he's maxed out with 10,000 losses. So yeah, I mean, very good macro as well.
Yeah.
Okay, enough compliment for me. Let's go to the next one. Otherwise, he's going to believe it so much that will continue researching on the more adepts. No more adepts, please.
I think once people get used to it, there's obviously counters that can be used, but at the moment it's pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing okay against -0. I think I have a bit over 50%.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. What did you say about we'd be talking about -0 on the death?
Yeah.
I'll see how Catrock deals with it.
I think that are we going to have a? I mean, maybe we should have gone to adepts.
Yeah. Look, Catrock looks like it's about 50% against -0 too. And we're getting cyclones from Catrock here.
And the party starts. I think that they are not synchronized, are they, mind me? So one adept doesn't know what is doing the other's adepts. So I cannot see that they are focusing on the STBs. So two adepts going for one STB, or worker usually is a dead worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. So don't take it as advice. Don't take it on.
Cyclones are good against that, but I feel like if you get the shades right, you can obviously get out of the way of that and kind of work around it a bit.
I mean, are cyclones light?
I believe so, yes.
Then if
Clones are armored and mechanical.
okay, so not light as.
I thought they were light mechanical, but I might be wrong.
I have the Liquipedia page up.
Cool. Source of all truth in the world.
Yeah.
In the 20th century, we have the English, the British Encyclopedia, and now we have the Liquipedia.
Yeah.
Where the important information is.
Somewhere in the middle of Wikipedia, but who cares?
Did you see those SCVs? They're in the orange. Pretty much all of them.
We have exactly the same thing as we got previously. 20 workers, and yes, double the army supply, but you have to go to the other side in order to kill.
Yeah. I mean, even I don't know that Petrok has lost that many workers, really. It's just
He's lost a
negative
few,
zero.
certainly.
He has lost.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you see -0 losing a few workers there as well.
Yeah, more than 3 times, as Mind is saying.
Yeah.
But when you're
Personated
on
play
80 workers
based
against
on
20, then you can take those losses.
Yeah, exactly. But Ketrok is moving out a little bit now, so that's going to be good. Yeah, I think a lot of bots still are very kind of single focused as well. Obviously, there's some harass in here, but like if you can keep the army on the other side of the map and not attacking you while you're expanding, then that's always going to be a winning strategy.
Mm.
Although Ketrok is getting up to 40 workers now and starting to make some inroads.
There's a command center there in the main, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just at the top right, I think.
She's speed.
Yeah, -0 on 6th basis now, and Ketrok's still on 2.
Yeah. If we can land the third, that's saturated, then
I can't see a reason why it wouldn't. Like, just at the base location out the front. It's not.
it's landing now.
Yeah.
Well, the Cyclone should probably go defend that. Looks like there's a adepts in the third as well.
Yeah.
And now the main.
12 workers.
Looks like
And army
Negative
supply
Zero
unit.
could use some more production. Look at the bank.
Yeah, but look at the supplies. Like, there's just 5 workers left for Getrock.
Yeah, I think this is over.
Yeah.
Also, the seconds are waiting on the top of the ramp. They are not doing any damage at all.
No.
Mm.
Not even minerals to fix that planetary.
Yeah, it's all mined out there. Like,
Mhm.
there's still minerals that are natural. But yeah, this game is over.
I'm not sure. I mean, Amo, can you please look for the one of those? I mean, we can put it as well.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have. I mean, MLP is doing some really devious cannon rush tactics.
Yeah, I forgot one of those games.
Okay, let's go to the next one. I don't see any way that anyone can take back from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Shotbot.
Speaking of cannon rushes.
Yeah. Sharpened Edge done some really nice cannon rushes back in the old tournaments. I don't know if that's been upgraded at all. There we go. Forge on the way for both of them.
Look at the production tab.
Yeah, yeah. Forge, that's it. See, um, Sharkbot likes to start the cannons a long way back, whereas Sharpened Edge is like a little bit nearer. But you look at Sharkbot, like, what is the point of having those cannons there? Like, unless you got some kind of, follow up to that, which there doesn't seem to be any at the moment. And it even looks like they were getting like gas. And why would they get? Oh, they're getting a gateway now, but this is just doesn't seem like a good build. I
No,
don't
it's not.
know.
It's not even a contain.
No,
So yeah, it's gonna be hard to take the natural, but you could take a different base.
yeah. I mean, at that point, why would you even go out there and buy it? You just wait till you've got some stalkers or some immortals and come down here and blow everything up. There's no need to even contest that at the moment. Or is he going to get stuck into this idea of just filtering one at a time? I hope not.
There's pinged one of Zoe's games against
Yeah.
MLP, which is
I mean, all you need,
pretty close, I think.
yeah, all you need right now is just get that shield battery up on the top there and just stick a stalker or an immortal if you've got one, and you break out of that no problem. And your opponent's just not going to have the army to defend that. But it looks like they're stuck on just filtering the units in one at a time here, which is not a good way of doing it, I guess. There we go. There's the immortal. And there goes the immortal.
Yeah.
Oh no, sharpened edge. You had it in your hands. Yeah, I think I don't know, sharp
It's
edge
very
seems
close.
yeah. It's still close game, but yeah, I think
Did
with
you
that
see what
immortal
was in
over
that
there.
warp prism that's coming out of the stalkers, maybe?
Stalkers maybe, yeah, I mean but yeah, it does look like Sharkbot
Yeah.
got this.
And warp prism micro.
Yeah. I just am quite impressed with what Prism Micro there as well. And that Mortal looks like it might. Oh no, I'm not going to even finish.
Do you remember the days when Colossus were more important than the Immortals in All Wings of Liberty?
Yeah,
Not anymore. Okay, now it's CBC.
Oh. Oh. So, I think I know this one.
By the way, what do you think about the Ares on the Probots finals?
That was impressive.
yeah. Eris is a really nicely done bot. Like, I mean, you've got Vasper and Paul, who are both excellent authors in there that made winning bots before, so you kind of expect that. But yeah, it's very impressive what they've done.
What really amazed me is that he seemed in control of the game all the time. It's not that usually you go back macro and then they started to take over bases by a rush.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, usually you have a little time where it's like, for example, in that micro machine versus negative series, like if he should have put the teapots up, job done, but I didn't see any of those moments where it was possible to take it back.
no, no, it's going to take some
And
beating.
the late game, they have like they're using every unit to good effect. I mean, you will see Zoe here is not as sophisticated in the late game. This is a bug. So you see the Overlord there.
Oh,
I I changed the scouting. I meant to put it like what you usually do when you play as a human. You put the Overlord like guarding the entrance to the natural.
but those wins don't like also that position.
I don't know. So that the in-game AI does that too. I wasn't really expecting Ares to do that. No, I tried. So you have in the framework, there's the gathering point of the natural. Your own natural is at the entrance. I was like, oh, I just put the overlord at the gathering point.
Mm-hmm.
Except in the enemy's natural gathering point is towards the main. So that's why the overlord went there.
This
The-
moment seems
yeah.
that he set his games with more bases, more workers, and more army.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty close here.
Yeah, you're expanding now, I think,
Yeah.
as well.
So what
For
the
44.
Ares is doing this incredibly annoying thing where they're burying Zerglings in your expansions. I have not
Yeah.
gotten around to make the Overseer go and clear it up, so that is now taking this base instead of the more natural fourth. Now it went down. Zoe is getting Overseers, but they're not so good at chasing down the bird Zerglings.
Losses are pretty even. I mean, a little better for
Yeah.
Zoe, but kind of
Upgrades
the same.
are kind of a big deal here too. It's 1-1 on Zoe's Zerglings and 0 on theirs.
And your second melee attack will be before their first, so yeah, in that
Maybe. I mean, it takes a bit longer, I think, to finish, doesn't it? Or are they the same? I don't actually know. Yeah, though you look at the supply. This is
It's pretty much the
even.
same, yeah.
So the problem for Zoe is when Ares starts getting these advanced tech units, right?
Yeah.
Zoe is happy with just Zerglings. Look at the losses there. Right? This is another thing I've been meaning to to do something about. The Zerglings don't care about Banelings at all.
No.
They'll just happily attack them.
well, like I do
Which
on ladder. It's not
isn't
like that.
always the best choice. But yeah, I managed to shut down Ares' bases here pretty good. Getting adrenal. Worker supply is still dead even.
I mean, if you're not able to break anytime soon with those infestors that are coming, I mean, you're in big trouble.
Yeah. It's,
I mean,
so
5.
I'm keeping. Yeah, the infestors are a bit scary for Zerglings for sure. Keeping Ares busy though. All those losses that's just Zerglings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also, you're getting better income at this moment.
Yeah.
Even if you have basically the same amount of workers, you are like one base away. So I was getting 1,000 minerals more per minute. That's a ton of Serlings.
Yeah, I think the main and natural are maybe starting to mine out a little bit. Do you really need? Yeah, there's another bird Zergling. The Zerglings know it's there, right? They saw it burrow. The Overseer doesn't care.
That was a chain link, right? Or the
It's a bird Zergling under there.
Okay,
We missed the fight.
That's where your Serlings are trying to go.
This base is interesting. I don't know what happened there for Ares. The base down, like way off.
It's quite interesting seeing the entire map just fully covered with creep after like 11
Yeah,
minutes.
you have
For both.
to look at the color of the dots to see whose
Yeah,
creep is the best. It's always up to her 100 workers, 100,
yeah.
100 zerglings, 200 zerglings. And almost 3-3 is almost done.
Have you thought about doing something with this bank, like maybe, don't know, pines or
Yeah,
endings
static
or
D here would not be bad. So I've thrown in Ultralisks late game in the build that's on ladder now.
well, with those
So
upgrades, yes, they have to do great.
yeah, yeah, and I mean the against what Ares got here, that's pretty useful. They can actually fight like the hydras and the infestors and the lurkers. Whereas the zerglings, they rely on attacking everywhere and hoping that they get some work done.
The offensive queen.
Of
You just want
course.
to put down some creep tumors. Yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't seen like many people actually write messages in creep tumors. Really should happen.
Yeah, it's hard. Right?
Yeah.
You need energy and the Nidus' start.
Oh, the Nidus.
But I don't think I've seen a Nidus being effective, Maris, in ZVZ. At least not against Zoe.
I mean, it was pretty effective in the Pro Bots tournament because like it was just being used to block other bots from actually building bases and stuff. So in terms of that, it worked pretty well. In terms of actually killing everyone, it's probably not.
Yeah, I mean, they get up sometimes, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. Not enough coming out of it, and Zerglings are fast enough to pull back to defend. So. This one is there's a few Zerglings coming out. I don't know if it gets the infestation pit there.
Yeah.
Varys has managed to max out at least now.
This is going to take a while, I will say.
Yeah, I think this is a long one. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. I mean, I love CBC, but maybe Creep has another idea. I have seen also Mimi saying that he doesn't understand the CBC in the chat.
Well, Ares is finally on the offensive. It's been much of that so far.
I think after this game, I'm going to focus on simply Serlings on my CBC. Who cares about roaches?
Yeah.
Those are for
Yeah, for sure.
soft
And
humans.
I think there's lots of potential also that I'm not utilizing yet. Like with Zergling run bys, they're so fast you can, and especially in ZVC, right? You have creep,
Mm-hmm.
so just getting a squad of Zerglings, right? I mean, imagine if there were 20 Zerglings in every base right now.
Yeah. I mean,
You
the thing is,
defend a few of them, but
the potential of splitting is much better than the roaches. I mean, you take 4 starlings, and then what are you going to do? That's one roach. I mean, one roach don't make anything at all.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but Iris lost a lot of drones. I guess that's the supply. Down
Sometimes
to
it's the
60
best
workers.
choice if you have the bank.
Yeah, Iris doesn't. No. Oh, it's got a decent bank. Also, it's Zerglings against Lurker Infestor.
I remember in that game that my bot has against Zoe, where basically got lost with half second for
the base trade, yeah.
to finish that extractor.
It looked like in that game you could have focused down the extractor, but they were moving closer instead of attacking.
I mean, of course, my bot is not something anything similar to these two. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to even try to
Yeah.
to say, but yeah, I mean, what I wanted to say regarding that is that with cracklings as you have, don't matter if you have oh my god, lurkers that they can kill a base before you kill the Zerlings. So yeah.
Now the
Even that
Zerglings
big
come in.
Yeah.
army that this has is a difficult thing to.
Well, I'm still looking at the APM going like 50,000. That's quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Zerglings.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it counts when you give all of them the same amount. I think that just counts as one.
It counts if you go one by one. If you do a select of the whole of a group, it takes like 3 actions. Select the group, give the action,
Do you have to
disconnect the
actually
group.
do the select? I know there's something in the framework that groups up actions that are the same.
So I think you have to if
Right?
you're giving a whole group, but like so I think that does, but just selecting a single unit doesn't, or something like that.
This is I've never used any selection
Yeah. So
API.
yeah. So you don't actually use an action if you're selecting one unit and tell it to do something. You just tell that unit to do something. But what you can do is you can select a group of units and tell that to do it. But then selecting that group is an action, if you see what I mean.
Right.
I mean, if you have more than the 3 units in the selection group, it's worth the APM.
Yeah, definitely. But then again,
Do you
like
have to do that in separate frames then? Like the
no,
selection and
no,
the
no, you
action, you
still
can
do
do
it in
it
the
in the
same
same.
frame. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's in the API, you just have to you have one of the action that is give a ton of tag IDs for the units, and then one action that may have a position or a unit in case that you are doing a move or attack one unit in particular. But yeah, that
And that's
don't
something
sleep
that
in
the
the API.
framework could do for you, right? So you just look at what actions you're trying to do and group them.
Yeah.
Paris is not doing so hot on the workers right now. The army is still pretty formidable.
If this would have been splitting the map in two, I would say that this is a serious game. But the problem in here is that you are taking 2 of his bases. So even if the losses are better for Ares, uh, basically you don't care. You have better bank, so you can keep on like that for much
Yeah,
longer.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, you should check the mineral counts on the basis. I don't think they're
Mm-hmm. No. I'm just saying that
Yeah,
this
oh, his mind a lot more. Yeah, for sure.
if he will have been able to split them up in two, uh, it will have been the big trouble. But as you were able to pick these two bases that should be in Ares's, that's basically your victory. I mean, of course, great, but you already have a match on those. So it was before,
It's the
not
draws.
anymore.
Yeah.
And now you are basically if you are doing one by one because you are mining more, is when you are winning the game.
The bank's gone now.
Both of them. Which,
Got lots of spare gas around.
saying army, but you still mining. Okay, my money's still
Yeah.
on you.
I don't know what those drones that were thinking. I didn't have detection there. Ares is uh, Ares' army is still Ares is up in army, but as long as Zoe is mining, that will be.
Yeah, those 26 sterlings that you are doing right now cannot be a match.
You say that, but there's like I don't know 10 lurkers around.
Don't be shy. You got it. Even Mime is saying that on the chat.
Ares is down to 2 workers now.
Okay, Rasper is on the building. Congratulations, Rasper. So is Serling the meta now in CBC?
I mean, always has been to a certain extent. Uh,
Yeah,
I
but I
think like
think yeah, I'll add in some of these late game units and
yeah,
gonna be better.
I'm new to the scene. Has been ever Xerx era, as Mime is saying in the chat?
so it's mainly been uh, Terran that's dominated a lot of our history. I think there's been a few Protoss bots that have been successful. Additional pylons was one. But yeah, I think like looking back through most of the tournaments, I think we've had a majority kind of Terran victory. I think that's fair to say. To be fair, most of that has been Micro Machine. But there's been others. Bot was at the top for a while as well. And we had one in season 6 called Tycho, which was absolutely brilliant for its, or Tychus, sorry. It was absolutely brilliant at its time. That one won tournament. Um, but yeah, so having a strong showing from lots of Zerg bots is pretty exciting at the moment.
Yeah, so
I think I recall seeing a bot from the Tychus where he was blocking the natural, I think,
Yeah,
in circles.
yeah, this was against I think it was season 6 tournament. It was against Perfect Split, and Perfect Split made the final, and it just couldn't build anything at its natural. And we were there like, yeah, we've had this great tournament with awesome games, and now we're just seeing a bot derp into its natural the entire time. Sorry, guys, this is our final. But yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, like even before that, just getting to the final there for Tychus was good.
Yeah, I remember basically you cheering up for because at one moment, for some silly reason, it was not able to do another spool or pull or something like that, and then he make it back because some mistake on Tychus, and then well, at the end was his game, but at least we got a game on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Anyway, other days now, I think they are much harder to beat than basically blocking
yeah,
the natural.
yeah, definitely. Like we've come a long way since then, and I think probably a long way still to go.
Okay, I think that
This is
we
closer than it
can
should have
or
been,
can
but
we not? I mean, he's still
Yeah,
nine army,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
those lurkers, yeah, those lurkers. But
But no workers and 30 minerals. So there's nothing more coming.
mhm. As you wish. Okay, and one Serling. Don't forget about that Serling.
Oh yeah,
Two.
that's true.
Hero Zergling. It's going to take out everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoe doesn't have a lot of army either. This is at least some income. And they're going for the creep tumor instead of the lurker. I don't know about that targeting.
Yeah.
Okay. If the workers ever get a union, I mean, we're going to be in big trouble. Who's going to battle for us?
Yeah, I pinged the units killed for this game.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
45,000 versus 80,000. I
Yeah.
think I
That's a
think the
lot.
man is going to mine out.
Yeah.
But I think I
Or
see.
is it going to be a draw? Like, if the map completely mines out and you've just got like a lurker sitting there killing everything.
I also see that the third of Ares still have minerals. I see the patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no mining from that actually. That was the misplaced
Yeah, there's zero mining going on at the moment.
hatch.
Like I think they've still got like geysers, but no actual minerals that are being mined. So they can mine as much gas as they like, and Zoe is doing that. Oh,
Zoe's mining some
Zoe's
minerals at
mining.
the
Yeah, sorry.
top right, I think. Yeah, I think now it's the lurkers
Yeah, now it's GG.
are dead. So 0-0.
Okay, 0-0. I mean, if it were a little closer in bases, maybe the Broodlings could do that something, but not
Yeah.
anymore. GG. I mean,
GG. Yeah.
this has been like crime and punishment. I think it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good game. Used to selling rushes, seeing the CBC that is longer than 30 minutes. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can get some with ultralisks.
We
This was cherry picked. I Zoe loses the most of the games against Eris.
Okay.
The win rate.
TVP.
okay,
Oh,
simple
now we're
on
into the
bots.
marine
Yes.
stage, are we?
this
Oh,
is the new segment that I love to say segment that I was planning on this stream, and yeah, the idea is that if I was going to make a Terran bot, which things I will have to take into account to be able to have a good marine rusher. I
oh
mean, I
wow.
have here some questions. I don't know how you are with Terran bots. If you
Yeah,
have ever done something, because I mean, usually it's the way to go forward. So you make barracks and let's go, right?
yeah. So the one thing
I
I
don't
would
know
say,
what.
the one thing I would say about this is like I'm quite disappointed about the placement of the barracks. Like, why is it not in the opponent's natural for a start?
That's what I was gonna say too, right? They seem to have put the misplaced the barracks.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
supposed to go on the other side of the map.
Yeah. But,
This one is
I mean, that's
doing very
something I
good.
lose to every time. I
I mean, like,
occasionally log on to BattleNet, right? If you
yeah,
get
yeah. I
four
mean,
proxy barracks, then it's just okay, GG.
oh, I see. This is absolutely an all-in,
Oh,
isn't it?
this
Like,
is
all the
nice.
workers are coming and just like, yes,
This
if
is
this
nice.
doesn't work, we are dead. It's still mining.
So what do we have
So,
to defend on the other side though? It's just a few stalkers.
stalkers.
I'm gonna
All stalkers.
can't kite
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
very far.
I don't think, yeah, we're not having any stalkers left. Oh, actually, there's that one.
Yeah, this
I
one was taking the boys.
Yeah, I think it would be possible to micro this, but like, yeah,
I think in order to defend this one, I will say that basically it's hide the workers. Uh,
yeah,
in order to because stalkers can out micro marines
yeah,
quite badly, but
yeah.
you know.
Workers not
Yeah,
so
I mean,
much.
it can do, but yeah, I remind me was saying in the chat that there was another bot called One Trick Pony that used to do exactly this as well, and that was a scary, scary bot.
Mhm.
Really well made. Because like it's easy to say, yeah, just build a bunch of marines and throw them at the enemy's base, but that's only half the story. You've got to actually micro those marines, get them in the right places, and kind of like set everything up correctly. So it's not just as simple as, hey, I build a shit ton of marines and throw them at your base, which it can seem. But yeah, I mean,
It's
there is
great
a
that
lot
you
of
are
like,
saying that because I wanted to also show you this next replay. It's one of the new Kestrok strategies that I think we were able to see in the Probots. It's the Marine Rush that he's using lately. And
yeah,
I think that we can see in this one that he's not so used to work with Marines. Uh, but anyway, I also wanted to yes. I wish we had a Terran around, but anyway, hopefully you are able to tell me something. At least
I
how it works in Sharpie. I
I'm
mean,
mainly a Protoss to be honest. But,
but anyway, barracks and gateways look
yeah,
the same, right?
yeah, they're the same thing. Just throw some units out of them. And like, Marines are just like zealots, except they have range. No, I
and
joke. They're really not. They're absolutely nothing like.
uh, I
But
mean, if
yeah,
you were to put say to a newbie that is making a bot where to put the barracks, where would you say? I mean, honestly, not if you're saying on the third of the
yeah,
opponent, happy to say that.
yeah. I think that's probably not a bad spot. Like, I mean, it very much gets into where do you think your opponent will scout as well, because like you don't want it to be scouted. So if you just stick it in a really obvious position, then yeah, you're probably going to be in some trouble.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you know, and it's always a trade-off because the further you stick it away from the base, the longer it's going to take Marines to get there, but the less likely it is to get scouted.
Ammo that has been doing a very good Reaper harass lately is commenting that maybe the third, fifth expansion of the of the enemy
Yeah,
as an option to put the barracks.
Yeah, but you shouldn't put it in the same place every time. Like, because
Mhm.
obviously if you're in a human match, then running it on BattleNet, you could probably get away with putting it in the same place every time because you're not playing against the same opponents. But like in a bot game, people are going to notice that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, and basically hard code it or even
Yeah,
do a Overlord Scout that
because
could basically go to that way.
Hero Tempest might do it though. Hero Tempest, come on.
Yeah, it's got the range, I guess.
Yeah. If the Marines
And
just
this is
sit
the
there.
problem. Yep.
Oh no. Seriously, you can't still win this with just a single Tempest, right?
Well, did you watch Probots?
I
I mean, you
watched
wouldn't
most.
think that one base Tempest is the answer to a Marine Rush, but here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is that I'm not sure if Ketrock expands. I think he said in the stream that he's not expanding when he's doing
Yeah, but also
the
he's building Marines faster than the. I guess he's gonna mine out. Eventually, the ball of Marines will be big enough to aggro on the Nexus.
Sure, but is Sharpened Edge going to expand behind this? Like, I mean, if he can sneak a couple
With
of
his
workers
two
out, yeah.
workers.
I
I
mean,
guess it's got the money,
it's
so
got the
I mean, I guess it
minerals.
could. They
Like,
can't get out. Like there's a steady stream of Marines coming
yeah,
in, so
that's the problem, isn't it?
Mhm. I mean, another advice that I would like to give in here is that if you're doing a Marine Rush, forget about air units. It, focus on buildings. I think it is the answer in here because we can see with Micro Machine that what he's doing with his Banshees is basically it's going to be totally impossible to
Yeah.
Marines to out micro that. So if Ketra will have gone for the buildings, uh, once you run out of units that are on the
there we
ground,
are.
Oh,
it
there
will
goes
have
all
done
his
it.
workers.
Mhm.
I mean, the Marines are getting some shots off there onto the actual Nexus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually you want to go for the units, right? Because there are more buildings than you have time to
I mean, it would be really
fill. So
use.
you don't want to be sitting under, taking fire and shooting at buildings.
It'd be really useful if Sharpened Edge could get like Cybercore up again and try and research the next level weapons tech because that would allow him to take out the Marines in a single shot rather than two.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going to put it though.
I don't know where he's going to put it, but it would be fucking useful for him right now.
Yeah.
Well, he's still mining.
Yeah, but like,
The
So
problem
what I
is
think you
if he
need
expands,
here,
it's going to be found by the Marines that are getting
so,
coming.
I think the way that Sharpened Edge is coded is he gets up to a certain number of workers and then he tries to put like a refinery down, and
Sorry, guys,
then
I have
oh
to do
yeah,
it.
and
I
then
have
he's
to put
putting it.
how many kills has this.
oh god. But yeah, as soon as he gets up to that level, then 88.
Two kills, yeah. And look at the main is mined out now. Looks like
Yeah.
hardly barely any mining for Ketra.
Oh wait, is it? Are they actually?
They're hitting the.
No, no.
Oh, those those workers are distracting the Marines.
What you need here, I think, is some kind of logic for splitting your army.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
usually
this is.
have that for defense, right? You say, oh, there's this many units attacking this base and this many units attacking this base. I should probably split
Yeah.
the army this way.
Can we?
But it would be kind of useful for attacking as well, saying, okay, that's one Tempest. Like 20 Marines can deal with that, and then we'll send the others somewhere else.
Can we check the main Ketrock, see how many minerals are left there?
Let me try.
It looks like nothing, right? I
Yeah.
don't see any.
What's that?
Any white dots there? I think the income now is long distance mining. The
Ah,
natural.
okay, yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just long distance mining.
Army is it stable or 60, 59? Maybe the Tempest is winning this.
Oh yeah, I just seen the picture that Wide reposted.
Okay.
Oh, he's
That's
getting
basically what I do
the.
with my kid.
Nope, don't build anything. Don't send your workers out.
That's recipe for disaster right there.
A
Oh wait,
gateway is coming up.
he's got
Oh,
a gateway. Wow.
the observer is sleeping here on the job, I think.
Yeah. The ketchup supply is going down.
Yeah, 46.
The other thing I wanted to ask is that reactors, yes or no? What do you think?
But if you're rushing, then no.
No.
Mhm.
No, they take ages to build.
A reactor takes 36 seconds to be done. 2 marines takes exactly that time. After that, so basically, if you are producing more than 4 marines, it's basically you are up in that
Yeah,
production,
but
the timing.
like you want to hit, if you're rushing, you wanted to hit. The early Marines are worth a lot more than the later ones. Yeah, if you're
Just
banking up for Marines from each barracks, then but you're not going to do that, right?
we can see it's 171. Mind me,
Might be,
172 kills.
yeah, we have that.
Wait,
Oh,
all these
probes! What are you doing?
probes. This could end in a draw if they keep suiciding probes like that. But
Well, the Marine count is good. I think Sharpened and Justice.
yeah, it's looking that way. Like the marine count is going down and down and down. Like I hope when it gets back to home base, this Tempest is like, I I have seen some things in my life.
It'll be a parade
Yeah,
celebration.
like
I think
walking
this
down
might
the
be
street.
the most killing unit we have ever.
I don't know.
Yeah, it gets a
Single
parade of the
target,
Tempest
right?
is coming down the street. Like, yes, I'm the ultimate marine killer, and there'll be a single like Terra Marine at the end, like, and takes him out. Like, there's only a few of them left. There we go.
200 kill. There you go.
Yep, and it's free.
All right.
Okay, so yeah,
So we are back in Tempest.
21 minutes, and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
back to a one base v one
22,
base
22
game.
minutes later, let's go.
Yeah,
The fleet
Okay.
picking up again. Get
yeah,
some more tempests going.
204 kills.
Another question I wanted to make you is what do you think about how it should be defended in the 3 races? Of course, for Protoss is with Tempest.
Yeah,
Clearly.
But if let's say that you don't go for for a starport, what will you do if you find that you have 10, 15 marines at your door? What will you do?
you need shield batteries and stalkers, to be honest. Like, that's probably. Oh no! No! He's dead! No!
K-Trock's gonna win this now. Oh, the Tempest is dead.
It's fine. There's two more.
Yeah. Well, but these are rookie Tempests. I don't
Yeah,
know
they don't
if they
know
can
that.
handle it. No,
No.
no, no, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like you can't just sit there and kill everything.
If he
Uh,
has just expanded to the natural, I think he will made it.
yeah, there's. I mean, there's going to be songs sung about that Tempest, but did anyone catch the number? It was over 200 at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched the 200 skill. I think it was 202
Yeah.
or something like that.
Oh,
Okay, please somebody send this one to Lathan Games.
hell yes. Oh,
Not sure if I put it on the stream chat. I wanted to have a surprise, but
we should put it in the Heartsome chat or something.
mhm. Okay, and I'm going to also take advantage of having ammo in here, so I don't have to answer this one. But how will you defend Marine Rust like this?
I, I mean,
Oh,
as what race? Like,
please don't tell me that you are doing this with a Corruptor's ammo.
I
I think he left or what?
don't know. Is it still?
Oh, still around. Maybe he's doing
Yeah.
something. But anyway.
I mean, it depends what race. Like, I mean, as a Zerg, you'd probably want to get out lots of Zerglings and as many Banelings as you can. And
As
just,
bots, I don't know. It's
yeah,
hard to get value from the bannings. I think roaches can deal with this pretty well.
roaches can. But yeah, it's difficult to get enough roaches out early to really deal with it. But Zerglings and Banelings, I think,
If it's proxy for sure, yeah, then
yeah,
this kind of parade.
you can
Sure.
kind of just, if you get enough Banelings out, you pretty much shut it down straight away.
I mean, with roaches, I have very hard times. Basically, because once the pack gets into my natural, I have 2, 3 roaches and
Yeah,
6 starlings. So maybe put in a spine. Maybe if you figure out by scouting, maybe don't know.
yeah,
Honestly,
spines
this
can
is
work.
my next step on my bot. So I'm taking notes.
Yeah. I'm always saying that Banes don't work because the splits are good. Well, yes, but what you'll see is when they're splitting, they're also taking away their DPS, which is why you get lots of Zerglings on them. So you need kind of like to set up with the Zerglings first. But yeah, it's difficult. It's not easy as a in the bot world certainly as it would be in the human world. Um,
Raspberry, spines and queens. What do you think? Okay, this one.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
a couple of spines and queens, and that can get you pretty far. This one we saw, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
The one
we
we had
saw
in the
this one,
beginning.
but basically it was in order to talk again. I mean, I see this one that uh, Terran can prove because he's trying to expand after 2 barracks, which that takes out of the rush of trying to go as fast as possible. But so we could talk a little further on this one because yes, I mean, if we have to talk about Protoss, which is basically shield batteries, so static defense, and hopefully having the stalkers with Zergs, it will be trying to get to Ravagers and Roaches, but trying to whatever that you can with basically Therlings, Spines, or Queens, trying to do an early scout, of course.
yeah.
But what do you do with as a Terran? I mean, I don't see many Terrans been having troubles with this one because they go always with bunkers on the top or the natural. Is there any way to break that defense with just Marine Rush? Or if you are doing this and you have a barracks, sorry, a barracks, a bunker
Yeah.
on
I
the
mean,
natural, it's kind of a.
it always comes down to preparation. If you're doing a rush and the other person is prepared for your rush, then it you're not going to get through unless the other person is like hideously better microing than you, which is always going to be a problem.
Mhm.
Um, but
Also
yeah,
with Terran, right? The bunker, you can bunker up pretty quickly, and that will hold long enough for the siege tank to get out.
yeah,
And once you have a siege tank, then it's just over.
yeah.
Okay. Let me see my notes. Hopefully, I think that we have it. Ah, yes. How many Marines will you be gathering before doing the stampede? I think it's called in English. So basically, open the gates and see what happens.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, I think that the big problem, as I said on the exponential meat, is that he's waiting in order to get uh,
And this isn't
the
so much a
natural.
marine rush, right? It's more
Mm-hmm.
continuous pressure,
Yeah.
just streaming marines.
I mean, that's what marine rushes can turn into, though. Like if you just keep going.
Yeah, but this doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't hit very
Ah,
fast.
okay.
This
Yeah.
one.
Sure.
Found it. We have a big chat today. That's great. But I was not able to find the replace that I got asked previously. Okay. Okay, I think we can move on. I mean,
We know how this
if
ends.
yeah, as we saw this one, and I think that I also wanted to ask you. So sorry, Subcatcher, you have a Sharpie framework, don't you?
Yeah.
How do you go in order to make the placement of your buildings on Sharpie? Is that you go like the natural and then go 5 down on the X, 5 on the right to
No,
the
there's
Y?
some really nice support where it pre-computes building positions that will like not lock in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So at the first frame compute, so we could put like the 3x3 buildings in these positions, the main
Mm-hmm.
and the natural, and then it just picks the next one. So you just say build a thing, and then it looks in the list of pre-computed positions and finds the first one that works. So that's really convenient in the Sharpie framework.
I can agree on that one. Got
Ah,
many
this is
troubles.
MLP.
Oh, now we get MLP.
Yeah.
But here I fixed.
Are
You
we
can tell
missing
I'm
the?
doing
Just quickly, are we missing the production tab? Because I'm sure I should be
Yes.
seeing a forge right now.
yeah
Yeah, I don't know why, but
yeah.
we are keeping it out
So the Overlord here
in the
just
stream.
missed the probe because
Oh my God,
yeah, this
yeah,
is this
it's
one.
set up.
Oh, yeah, this is this game.
This,
So the mistake here was you did the extractor trick, and that delays the Overlord.
yeah,
Mm,
So it actually, I'm sending the Overlord down to the natural to spot this, but it it was too late. Didn't see
yeah,
it.
and now you got
You
at
know.
least two cannons up
And
in the
then
gateway,
now
and yeah,
it's yeah,
it's
the Roach Warren is way out in range of
yeah,
cannons.
it does get up though. So there's going to be a couple of roaches, I'd imagine, but probably not enough.
Maybe. No, you
No.
didn't even
Wait, there's
start
two.
there.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Anybody has counted how many Ravager vials takes to take one cannon? I think it's 4.
Don't,
I
I thought
think
it was
4,
3 or
yes.
4. Yeah, 3 or 4.
It is enough for a tank. I
Yeah.
don't think for a cannon. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
this
you
was
should.
a different game, actually. That was closer.
Oh well,
Uh,
Um,
it's fun though.
I think
yeah,
that
but I've
uh,
had some fun actually defending.
mhm.
It's a nice problem, right? It's more well defined than your usual. Oh, here's ZVT late game. What are you gonna do? Like you, yes, okay. So you have to scout the probes. You have to stop the cannons from getting up. If they get up, what do you do? So it's a very nice, well defined thing. It's fun to code.
I think IEC haven't said if he's using machine learning on this one.
Yeah, he's been very mum on the Discord. People have been trying to get him to spill the beans on what's going on. But
He has never been very chatty, but yeah, I mean, he's
yeah.
even more quiet than the usual.
Not doing. It's a pity. It's not doing the one where puts down a cannon and then immediately puts a gateway, blocking the cannon in completely. That one's that's pretty scary. Micro Machine is not having any of it. It's all the workers.
Yep.
I tried to pull like just enough workers to stop the cannon from going up.
And the Reaper is out. I think if he
You're
goes
gonna
to
go
the other
across
side,
though, yeah.
he wins.
Yeah, Micro Machine has that problem sometimes where if he just stands the Reaper across, then fine, but it keeps coming back.
He's hardly working. Working, yeah, mining. I think he's also in his logic that at one moment he switches from cannons to silots.
Yeah.
I wonder also if that's a machine learning or scripted.
I mean, it tries to get one gate up in your main, and then zealots from that.
Does MLP actually stand for Midas for Protoss?
I think
It
it's
stands
for
for
machine
machine learning
learning.
Protoss.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there is some pony references there for sure.
Yeah.
Forge's magic is what it pings in chat.
Don't tell me that we have two games in a row where Micro Machine wins in one stream.
I think like we have
But
to.
yeah,
Like,
I think Micro Machine is gonna win this for sure.
yeah.
Oh my god! Then you have to pay the tribute. Next stream you are hosting.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard to break Micro Machine in 3 bases. With
Yeah,
just
I mean,
silos.
God,
it looks if you just look at the supplies here, MLP is in a decent spot.
But I'm going to take this one as a go-to because I mean I thought that he was not able to make it because he was barely mining, but not a single cannon
Yeah,
was up.
but I mean, he didn't lose any SCVs. They were just all attacking,
Mm-hmm.
which is a pretty good
Yeah, very
response
solid.
against committed cannon rush. You're gonna absolutely stop it from going up.
We don't need House of Bots Cannon Rusher.
There's a cannon rush in Sharpie. It's a little bit wonky. I think Amphi spent a lot of time on it.
I think it will be a good idea to have it as a House of Bots. Uh, just in case this goes into something else. After all, it's machine learning, so you never know where you're going.
You also have like both Sharky and Sharpened Edge can cannon rush.
Yeah, I'm not sure how
Down
it's
to
doing the machine learning on
0%.
this, because I know like
I don't know if it can produce from all of those gateways.
nah, maybe not. But it'd be interesting to see how the machine
Is that
learning's done on
20
this,
gates?
because like I know like previously when Impy tried to do it, it was kind of like doing a learning based on very limited options, which is I
Yeah,
think
that's
is
what you have to
the
do.
best way of doing it, isn't it? Because like you can't just give it a clean slate and say, well, figure it out yourself, because that's not going to work. But like whenever you do that, you have to kind of like it's quite interesting to see what the actual kind of like strategies are that are built in and how they're calculated as well. So I'll be interested to learn a bit more. But yeah, certainly I don't think it's going to win this game.
Okay, I think that was the last
Yeah,
replay we have for today.
the stream has imploded because Micro Machine won 2 in a single stream, and I think we're going to have to stop there, guys.
We have to
Yeah, I have
keep it
to.
for 3 months, I think.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
Figure out what went wrong here.
Well, thanks
So
for
it doesn't
hosting, man.
happen
It's
again.
been a great stream.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you for everyone for being around.
yeah,
It's always great. I mean, I
cool.
also wanted to test the waters now that everybody that is usually checking the stream is here. Even now, some people will watch it on the bot. Uh, if that kind of strategy special or whatever that we want to call it is a good idea, or better to continue on the what happened on the ladder last 1 or 2 weeks, depending on how long we took.
I think it's good, like to have. It doesn't have to be the entire stream. So like what we did today. You
Yeah,
Great.
I mean, we
have a theme and then a few games on that theme.
could even get a little like weekly review thing, or do a little preview video thing, maybe. I don't know. Sort of like, hey, these are some weird highlights and everything. But I don't know. Maybe we can talk about some ideas.
Before we leave, I also wanted to ask you this before King of the Hill. When are we back? Now that the
Uh,
school.
yeah, I've just been really busy with other things recently, so I haven't been able to get on with that. But I am planning another season of King of the Hill. We're probably nearing the end of the season 2 of the SC2AI Arena. We've been talking about some things for the end of that. We might want to do our own tournament that's separate from ProBots again. So that is probably going to be coming before we get back to the King of the Hill. So there'll hopefully be some news about that coming pretty soon. And then after we finish that, we'll be doing King of the Hill again.
Brilliant.
So, but yeah.
Well, now I have to ask because you said season 2. When can we expect to have it done? How much I have to fix my bot and get into ProBots?
Just give me one moment.
Okay.
Um,
I had to ask. I had to ask.
yeah, no problem.
Probus just wrapped up, right? So it'll be
Yeah, ProBots
just
just
before the
wrapped up,
next one.
so we'll. Oh, okay. That's weird. I didn't set the end for that. Yeah, so it probably will. It won't be this month. So it'll probably be sometime next month. But like, I don't think the date is quite fixed yet. I thought we had fixed the date, but we hadn't.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna work out some plans, get everything finalized, and hopefully by the time we do the next stream, I will have more info for you guys.
Brilliant. Well,
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So you will be
thank
given
you very
plenty of
much.
warning. But yeah, thanks guys for hosting. It's been a great stream, and thanks everyone for
Yep.
watching.
Thank you.
Okay. See
All
you
right,
soon. Bye bye.
speak to you guys soon.
Good
Bye.
night.